Hey everyone, welcome to Skottie Talk. I'm Dustin. Typically, I'm joined by a co-host, but unfortunately, due to the stock market, Tyler had a rough week this week, and I don't think he's going to be able to join us. But we have had guests 2 weeks in a row: the wonderful Mike Becker, the perfect Marine. This is why I need Tyler on the show. Marine's name, like Murphy, popped out of my head. But I do have a co-host today that's going to join me. So for the first time, please give him a warm Skottie Talk welcome. Ryan, come on, Ryan.
Hey, look,
hey, Ryan,
can you hear me,
on, my friend?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, you may have to talk right into the mic. Sometimes you can't pick it up on the speaker. I know this is.
Oh, gotcha. Is that better? Does that work better or too much?
That's a lot better. Yeah, not too close. Not too close. There's like a spinning noise when you get too close.
Gotcha.
Welcome to the show. I'm so glad. I'm sorry you couldn't meet Tyler. He was really looking forward to having you on here eventually. But it's great to have you. Hopefully you don't get nervous and you don't get stage fright or anything like that. So this is really excellent.
No, first time on a podcast though. I'll give you that. No, happy to be here. Not happy for Tyler. Sounds like he had a rough one, but happy to be here. So
yeah, he during the sell, he sold when it was low and now it's bounced back. He's really not doing well.
Gotcha.
So just
doesn't sound like you'll be getting any more Skotties for a while.
Yeah, and I've heard you're not even a Skottie fan. You don't like Skottie, do you? You don't like comics.
No, yeah. I mean, never even really heard of the guy until you reached out. For some reason, I was in that Facebook group. I just stumbled upon it and was like, hey, this seems interesting.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're glad to have you on here. And you probably have no idea what this tournament is that we're going to be discussing tonight. But you'll catch on. You got the mic thing working. You backed away the right amount of space. So it's good to have you with us. You'll have to come on again when Tyler's on. He's great. He keeps me in line, keeps the show going, keeps everything popping. But the show must go on. Everybody reach out to Tyler and tell him you're thinking of him during this rough time. But,
that's why I'm here.
That's right here. Not a lot to contribute from Ryan, but he's here. He's a mouth, he's a body, and he's mostly brain. So we're ready to go. All right. Before we get into our show, Ryan, let's show some of the Ask Me Anything that.
Oh yes, yeah. You told me to bring this up here. Let me see if I can.
Skottie Young is a comic artist, but he's also a writer, and he has on his Instagram account. He'll do an Ask Me Anything like you'd see on Reddit, and fans can ask him different questions. And one fan, I think his name is Seth Taub or Traub. Or Taylor or something like that.
Seth, yeah.
Yeah, you see him in the comments here.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, he had asked a question. Can you pull it up?
Let me see if I can. Never done this before in my life. First time.
Yeah, don't make me big. Yeah, see, he had no idea that you were even going to be on the show tonight. This was just kind of a silly accident. Yeah. But the question was, this was actual question that was asked to Mr. Skottie Young that we'll talk a little bit more about later. But your favorite YouTube show, and why is it Skottie Talk with Dustin and Ryan?
Yeah, it's a premonition. That's truly
Nostradamus indeed.
Yeah,
and Skottie's
clairvoyant abilities for sure. So
yeah, and Skottie's response was, haha, and I've got to read this. It's banger. It's a banger for sure. It's not lit, but it's a banger. So but he also likes
same wheelhouse there. Those two.
Yeah. He also likes Hot Ones, and he also digs Ink Pulp, which Ink Pulp's a good one, and I like Hot Ones too. But
Hot Ones is great. Sean Evans, one of the best interviewers in the business right now.
Oh, so it sounds like you're a bigger fan of Hot Ones than you are Skottie Talk. But
oh yeah, I love wings, love hot sauce.
We'll try.
It's the same for Skottie's work, but we'll hang in there.
Yeah, it's.
Maybe if I had some wings to eat, then I'd be better at discussing Skottie's work here. So,
all right, well we'll roll with it. We'll see what we can do. I'll have some type of Uber Eats bring you some food, but we'll get you taken care of. All right, should we just leave Seth's comment up here forever, or just?
We can leave it up a little bit longer. Yeah, a little bit longer right there.
You know what's funny?
For sure.
He actually messaged Tyler and me before the show, and he said, good thing it's anonymous, but I found out it wasn't anonymous, that you can see who types it. So it's out there forever.
Yeah.
And but Ryan, we'll make the most.
Go down in history for sure.
That's right. And we're losing viewers. Okay. Well, right. That's another thing, Ryan. On our show, we typically lose viewers pretty quickly. So don't
Gotcha.
the number you see at the top. It will shrink.
Doesn't surprise me with that Tyler guy for sure.
Yeah. Weak link, but we make do. We
Keeps
make
on
do.
losing, it sounds like.
That's right. This is Ray, even though this is his wife's account, Shanra, and I'm later on in the show. I'm going to have to get Ray's address, not on public, but so we can ship him a little prize here that we'll discuss here in a minute. And you'll be new to you as well, so
Of
it's
course,
exciting.
yes,
Do you mind if give me 1 second here, Ryan? Let's take Ray's comment off there. I'm gonna let everybody in the group know we're live so they can see this train wreck in person. But
definitely. While you do
tell us a
that,
little bit about
should
yourself.
I hit this next slide button or?
Yeah, I want to hear more about you, Ryan. What's your background? What's your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, all that good stuff?
I don't really have any hopes or dreams or ambitions. I've got none of that. No drive, no spark. I just kind of amble and wander wherever I go, which is why I ended up here. I don't say no to anything. I'll do anything. Be anyone.
Wow,
now you see me, now you don't. Kind of like a Jason Bourne, but without all the cool
that's not what I was
skills.
thinking,
It's
but
kind of
that's
more like a
close.
wandering guy.
All right, I shared it to the group, our Facebook group, and please chime in more in the Facebook group. You seem like an absolute joy. So we're gonna, with no dreams, no hopes, and no ambition, you need some Skottie art in your life, my friend. So
perfect. Yeah, anything that
you.
gets me money for sure.
That's right. We don't get paid for this. So
and I meant more getting the art and then flipping it, getting some
so
cold hard
flipping
cash.
it.
So
oh gosh, this is just getting better.
it actually seemed like you got quite a lot of stuff behind you there. So if you could give me your address later on, that'd be great.
It's all prints, no original.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we welcome to Skottie Talk with Ryan and Dustin today. Today we will be discussing the one and only Skottie Cover March Madness, which is a tournament that we have every year in the Skottie Young Appreciation Group, where Skottie's covers compete against each other as selected by members and Skottie, Megan, and John themselves to see which cover is the ultimate cover this year. Yeah, Ryan is one of those. Tyler would never sell his art. Tyler, it's a black hole collection. It goes there, it stays. Ryan is shady as all get out. So, but he's a warm body, and that's what we're looking for at Skottie Talk. See, little douchey, but that's what we're looking for at Skottie Talks. All right, first competition. This is a rare book at the top, Ryan.
It's rare, huh?
Yeah, it is the 1 in 75 variant. Very few copies, and it had an easy victory over Tukey. And even though I like that cover, Zach Summers, who has frequented Skottie Talk before, selected that one, and it was a good cover. It's hard to beat, and it's hard to. I know you may never have seen this cover before, Ryan, but it's got a lot going on.
Yeah, this is all new. This is all fresh.
Are you a fan of the Avengers movie?
That Marvel stuff? No, that's all. Superheroes are dumb. I don't know.
You are the worst.
Stuff.
You are the worst, Ryan. I wish Tyler was here so badly right now. Thank you, Seth, for giving me stuck with this guy. No, I would take Ryan Pratt in a heartbeat. Take Ryan Reynolds. Any of the Ryans in Hollywood, I would take right now. But I'm stuck with the no Marvel, no Skottie Ryan.
No, I've seen a few. They're okay. They're all right.
Well, this harkened back to the first Avengers with the group in the lineup there and the little Nick Fury. So it deserved to win this first one.
For sure, yeah.
Now, are you a fan of Universal Horror?
I do, yeah. Big horror guy, yeah. So yeah, love the monsters, the monstars.
Okay. Yes. So you're a Space Jam fan. That's whatever.
Yes. What can I say? I love sports. I love cartoons. Space Jam is my jam, so.
Well, this is a different type of creature from the Black Lagoon. This is the Nikki Gilmore selection, who was originally Matt Gilmore. Are you familiar with the Gilmores?
The girls, yes. If that's you're referring to the show.
That's what I was referring to. Yeah.
Gotcha,
Rory Gilmore is the sister of Nikki, and she actually picked. I don't think anyone's a big Glenn Powell fan, but anyway.
What can I say? I'm not a big Glenn Powell fan, not at all. I'm a massive Glenn Powell fan. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't just like him; I love him.
Yeah,
It's
Twisters
Ryan.
saw like 50 times in theaters. So,
Yeah, anyone but you should have won the Oscar. It's big miss, swing and a miss.
Yep.
But anyway,
Big miss.
Nikki picked Nikki picked Creature, and it overcame Ryan Choquette. I've never tried to say Ryan's like this is another Ryan.
But to say, yeah, a lot of Ryans. I like this. We Ryans got to stick together. So
that's it. Would be like I bet you're a big fan of Ryan's.
Oh yeah,
I love that the chat is staying mostly in the chat. Good gosh, what am I becoming? I'm becoming a Ryan.
the chat is just seeping in. You know what I mean? Seep and seep.
Is they're being very serious about a lot of stuff here?
The Blob, man, good movie. Love blobs, gelatinous, things that just devour people. The screaming's the best part. They just, I actually put on the Blob to help me go to sleep at night. So
you would. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't think Skottie's did a Blob cover, but if he does, Ryan, I'll make sure to message you and let you know.
Perfect.
Now, this is a book. Speaking of writing, Skottie actually wrote Ain't No Grave. Are you a fan of Westerns?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like Westerns.
Don't elaborate on it all. Just yes or no answers only.
Rootin' tootin' shooting cowboys for sure.
That's right. Yeah, cowboys and all that good stuff. Great book. It is an independent book, and it's hard to beat multiple Spider-Man. I think it's 5. Spider people.
A lot of spider people there. Yeah, a lot of spiders.
So Dre won this one 54-14, a well-deserved victory. That was a really cool cover. Both of these came out in 2024, and both were really cool. But it's hard to beat Spider-Verse. It's a tough one.
Yeah, spiders. I guess they're cool. I mean, they don't look anything like spiders, but hey, who am I to judge? So.
No, you're being pretty judgmental to be one that's not.
For me, I take a newspaper, a boot, maybe a spray can, maybe a rain gutter. Who knows? That's let's get rid of them, get them out of here.
Man, you have so much in common with Skottie, and you don't even know it, my friend. Yeah. Well, I'll introduce you to some material afterwards that would fit right in with that comment.
Perfect.
Now you got to love the Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I mean ninjas and turtles. I mean, who doesn't love that combo? So,
all right, what's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
The character, or
the rendition of them. Are you a fan of the original comics, the cartoons in the 80s? I
love the live action. The live action for sure. Yeah, Shredder's my favorite character because he just shreds people. So.
Oh, that's all. Are you a Michael Bay fan? I bet you're a Michael Bay fan. You look like a Michael Bay fan.
I don't know if you're a mind reader, but you're absolutely right. 100% on the money. Michael Bay is the most gifted director of our generation. So
Michael Bay and Nicolas Cage are probably 2 of your favorite people in Hollywood. So.
I met Nicolas Cage a few times, actually. So.
Oh, did you really? Tell me about that, please, in depth, with dates and receipts, please.
Yeah, he was at a restaurant, and I served him some linguine, and he paid his bill, and that was about all of our interactions. So,
wow, riveting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice tip, though.
Okay, that's the most important part in Hollywood about how well they tip. Like the garbage man from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, great. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They are awesome. And this is the other Gilmore. This is the other half of the Gilmore pair. This is Matt, Rory's other dad. So moving on. That took care of our play-in round. The play-in round are the 4 matchups that lead to the round 1. So now you'll see Ryan again, another Ryan. I'm saying Ryan way too many times tonight.
Lots of Ryan, yeah. I'm glad this one won, unlike the last Ryan.
Yeah. This Ryan won. Ryans are 2-1 in the competition so far. So
this is the one that Seath brought up, I think, earlier.
Oh, that's correct. That is correct. So congratulations on this victory, John. This was the start of his march to the end. John Young, who's the great stupid fresh mess employee that everybody knows and loves. He beat Corey, Ryan. This is Corey Bonin. He's another one that competed in the tournament, and he also frequents
nice.
Skottie Talk. So
is this John
Corey,
any relation to the Skottie Young? It's weird their last names are the same. Must be a relation. They're some distant cousin or.
Yeah, I think they're cousins twice removed or something like that. So.
Gotcha. Oh, been there.
Yeah. All right, and Gerard beat Will / Blanco. I'm trying to think of Will's other names that he has, but
it's understandable. It's Transformers, okay? Michael Bay's masterpiece we're talking about here. So yeah,
I think that's in the Hall of Art somewhere. That's a great film franchise right there.
And it's inducted, I'm sure, in many places. So
that's right. There's a shrine probably in your bedroom of Optimus Prime.
Yeah, there's a metal sculpture of Michael Bay for sure that I've made. So
yeah, I really, you said metal, but I was really thinking out of butter would be more appropriate. That's just
that's just silly. That wouldn't last. So butter melts.
Freezer man, life size freezer. I'm sure you have a life size freezer anywhere.
No,
you sound like that type of person. So, this was now you're not familiar with Skottie, but this is Skottie's pick was Something Is Killing the Children. Please don't comment on that.
He picked in his own tournament. There's no rules against that, or it seems pretty.
No, I'm pretty loosey goosey about who picks, and Skottie was kind enough to pick, but for the second year in a row, the fans voted for Dre's book over Skottie's. Doesn't that sounds almost offensive?
That's pretty crazy. I mean, the group is named after him.
Yeah,
he lost. That's yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is Skottie Talk.
I would have bet against him too. I would have picked the Spiders cover, the Spider Peoples.
We've established your Michael Bay taste is kind of lacking a little bit, so I'm grading you on a curve a little bit, my friend.
Okay.
Now Tyler would eat it, dairy. So this guy apparently knows Tyler, so hopefully he's watching over Tyler and making sure he's okay.
Good luck to you, Britton. Sounds like you're gonna really need a handful of this Tyler guy.
Yeah. All right. This was a big matchup between Megan Hodges, who is the boss at Stupid Fresh Mess, the absolute boss, competing against this Seth Taub guy. She beat him. She beat him really bad. And even after the tournament was over with, people were still voting for her. And Seth, he changed his covers. Now, what do you think, Ryan? You weren't here for the show where we announced it. What do you think about a guy that picks a cover, gets scared, and picks another cover?
That's just I can't relate to that. I wouldn't do that. And I'm a one and done. I pick, make my pick, stick by it.
Bush League.
Switching up is novice. That's noob. Newbie stuff there. So it makes sense. This boss person would win. She sounds like a boss. Assuming that's a sketch of her in the middle there. So lots of trophies. I can relate to that. I've got trophies, all kinds of trophies in storage and on the wall and display. So yeah,
you're very intuitive too, Ryan. You're picking up on things really fast. So we may alternate Tyler on, Ryan on, Tyler on, Ryan on. This could work out really well for us and get this thing monetized.
Perfect.
All right, and this Tyler guy, the one that you were kind enough to step in for tonight.
Yeah.
He actually beat Chris Bacon, another really close Skottie friend that I was pulling for both of you all, but it's hard to beat Spider-Punk.
Well, first off, losing to a person whose last name is Bacon is just ridiculous. I mean, that's an automatic win in my book. Second off, of course, he'd pick, a punk cover because he sounds like a punk. But,
well,
another one of these spiders, lots of spiders. I'm not saying I have arachnophobia or anything, but, I'm just not a big spider fan. So.
Oh, well, it's understandable. Bacon's from Canada, though.
It's Canadian bacon. Oh, never mind. No, it's gonna. Gotcha. Understandable.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you how you feel about Canada because I don't want to get banned from YouTube. So, matchup, Mind the Gap. and competed, which is Daniel Fonte, another name I'm probably butchering, but is competed against the Gilmore Girl, and for Creature, and Mind the Gap won, which is a really kind of psychedelic cover.
Yeah, it's trippy looking. Yeah, very cool.
It's yeah. I asked Ryan if he would actually shave his beard before the show started, just so there'd be something to help differentiate people's
Yeah,
visual
supposedly
perception.
Tyler and I look a lot alike with the facial hair for some reason. So
Yeah,
he copied me. I've never seen the guy in my life. So
yeah, Ryan's beard's more manly than Tyler's is, so we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. So, and to finish up the first round, this was I Hate Fairyland, which has a Walking Dead cover associated with it, versus the Turtles. Once again, Turtles dominated. Ray Rivera picked up.
yeah, I like turtles, but zombies are super cool. Love The Walking Dead.
Yeah, you
Got a signed
get
Negan baseball bat, so
awesome.
it's got real blood on it.
That's who put it there? Was it there when you bought it, or afterwards?
I'm not allowed to answer that question, so
Yeah, plead the fifth, my friend.
yeah.
Now let me ask you: are you a fan of the TV show, or are you a fan of the comic book?
I don't read a lot, so yeah, definitely the show. So
Okay, so yeah, you are the worst. All right, so now we're getting into round two. Matchup number one, another Ryan. Good gosh, I am outlawing Ryan's from being. Sorry, Ryan Pratt. Ryan Pratt is actually with us and made a comment about Canada, but I'm outlawing Ryan's going forward, just so you never appear on the show again. But I don't know. We'll see. You're kind of warming
gotcha.
up on
I mean,
me.
you did say you wanted me to come back on multiple times, but totally cool.
Yeah.
You're just now suddenly flipping the switch and banning me. So
Yeah, I flip flop quite a bit. So Ryan Pratt was up against John Young, and John won this one pretty easily, 55-21. I did say you're growing on me. You're getting closer, even though there's sometimes I want to boot you from the show, but other times I want to make you a permanent fixture. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, I get that with most people. I'm like a growth. It's can't really get rid of me. I just kind of keep growing on you. So
yep, cut you off, and probably two or three more would appear. So we're not going to try that. Ryan, I put up Ryan's comments for just a second, and we can, for anybody that hasn't watched the tournament or is not a member of the group, I can't imagine you would be watching this monstrosity that we have here now. But I said monstrosity instead of monstrosity, but we're trying to build up to the hype here at the end. Dre won this one. He beat the Transformers. I know
Ridiculous.
that probably upset you a little bit, but
yeah, I feel like I speak for Michael Bay when I say that's absolutely ridiculous. The Transformers should have won. Again, metal robots, a lot cooler than spider people. So
well, you're probably not going to be too happy with how all this turns out, but maybe. So, are you a fan of Iron Man? Megan beat the Tyler guy.
Yeah, Iron Man's great. Yeah, love the man in armor. So
that's true. It was five spiders against one Transformer. So if five spiders went up against Optimus Prime, who would win?
The odds were against them from the get go.
So Megan won this round against Tyler. Tyler, try to say that last name there. See if you have as much luck as I did.
Lars. Yeah.
Spot on. You did such a great job.
Cool. Yeah. I normally nail names, so
You're right there. You're right there with Jaquilin and Aaron. You are perfect, man.
Perfect. Right. Gotcha.
But anyway, his name wasn't around for much longer because Megan almost doubled him up here. And Iron Man advanced to the
no wins for this guy. Yeah, it's all coming clear to me. So
he beat the Canadian Bacon and then lost to the boss.
The Bacon Boss.
The Bacon Boss. That's correct. The next round, the last matchup of round two, Ray beat the psychedelic cover of Mind the Gap. So the Turtles advanced to the Final Four. Any surprise there?
No, I mean the psychedelic cover, super cool, super trippy, but again, Turtles, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So
that's right. That is the full name of it.
Yeah, it's the full name. You got to get. You can't just TMNT. No, it's the full name, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So,
all right. Can you name the 4 turtles, Ryan?
Donnie, Leo, Raffi, and I can't remember the last guy's name.
Yeah, you get points for trying. I'll give you him.
Perfect. Again, Shredder. It was more about the villains myself. So
you fast forward to the Shredder parts, and then that's all. So your movies are like 10 minutes long. They're just 10 minutes of Shredder, and the turtles are.
Yeah, between commercials, pausing. I don't really, being on my phone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is going just great. First Final Four matchup was John the Man Young versus Dre Ortiz, and Dre had fared really well during the whole tournament, but 27 of Marvel's best characters for this anniversary cover were hard to beat.
Yeah, it's an instant. You're 5 people. You're not going to beat 27 people there. So.
No, and you look like you've probably taken on 27 people in a bar fight before, and probably didn't fare too well with that either, did you?
No, the opposite. I came out on top again. I like to think of myself as like a jack reacher. So, short in stature, but that just means, a lot more strength, kind of like a Wolverine.
So you're more of a Tom than an Alan then when it comes to the reachers for.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I got you. Oh, he's going old school. New Kids on the Block.
That's 5. I count 5. I think there's only 4, so that's wrong.
Splinter. One of them, Splinter. I'm sure he didn't put that in there, but gotcha. This is the same guy that was able to forecast or predict that you would be hosting the show tonight. So we give him a little bit of
the mind reader. Okay.
All right. So the last matchup of the Final Four was the Turtles up against Iron Man, and this one was really neck and neck up all until the very end. And the Turtles managed to pull away right at the end, but it was almost an all. And you're not as familiar with Skottie, so this is a Stupid Fresh Mess is his company. So
excuse
John
me, what was it? What?
Oh, bless you. Stupid Fresh Mess is his company.
Fresh Mess, got it.
Yes, and John and Megan and Skottie all worked together there, so it was almost an all Stupid Fresh Mess finals of Megan versus John. Unfortunately, Ray said, I don't think so. The Turtles overcame and gave us the matchup of John versus Ray.
That's fair. 4 turtles against a man and a tin can. There's no real matchup there. So
yeah, you don't sound like you're much of an Iron Man fan either.
I just like the armor. I don't really like the man inside. Again, it's Transformers. So Iron Man's just a pale imitation of a Transformer, in my opinion. So
yeah, not liking the man inside sounds like my own personal autobiography. So we'll go on to the next one. Ray wins 53-30. Congratulations!
Hey.
Congratulations!
Congrats, Ray! What a victory! 4 against 27. Who would have thought? So
this was so close in my mind, and then I looked like 4 hours into it, and the Turtles had just taken off. You haven't watched our show before, but we have something called the Skotties.
Yeah,
which is a award show, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the cover of the year, as selected by myself and Tyler. So it was no surprise when this one. And I think last week there was some predictions made by Tyler, Marine, and Dustin, and Marine and Tyler both said that the Marvel 85th cover was going to win. I kind of predicted the 4 turtles would win, so I'm feeling pretty proud of myself right now.
It sounds like you got 1 win there, so that's it's a good start.
Yeah, we'll chalk that up as a victory against all the other defeats in the life. This was the road to the victory that the Turtles overcame. Like the Matt's covers and versus the Walking Dead and the Mind the Gap and Iron Man, and then finally beating the juggernaut that was the Marvel 85th anniversary wraparound cover. And I will not have to type that name anymore. But congratulations, Ray. You are the proud winner of the 2025 Skottie Cover March Madness trophy. So, Ray, message me your address. Don't post it in the comments. And I will get this out within the next 3 to 4 days in the mail for you. display it with pride. If hopefully you work somewhere where you can put it on your shelf and everybody can see it. Ryan, talk amongst yourselves real quick. My computer battery just came on. I have about 2 minutes before it shuts off. So run the show.
Oh,
I've got to
goodness.
run as fast as I can to get further. So tell us a
Okay,
little
you
bit
do that. I'm
about
going to
your
time
logo.
you. Yeah, not much to say. Guess we could talk about these covers here. I can see this turtle's up close. Bro, you're totally gonna run out of seconds. Quit swimming into the electric sewer water. I hate this level. I can't watch you do this again. Yeah. That's pretty funny. I don't play a lot of video games. I don't really do much of anything. So the covers are up against though. I like this. I must have missed this guy. You can't see my mouse. This armor guy in the middle there, the Secret Wars. Doom or something. That looks cool. That should have won. That guy looks like a winner.
Wow, this computer's the one time. All right, this is awful. Tyler, Ryan, Tyler, if you're watching, please send me a link to the show.
Oh no.
I'm about to do it through my phone. This is gonna be a new crud.
It's quite the experience here.
Yeah, my kids have all the chargers. I have 4 kids, in case you don't know, Ryan. Let's keep this bit going. We might as well. This is a disaster. So Ryan, if you don't mind sending me the link.
Oh, that is not the. I thought that was the link. I don't know.
Crud on a cracker.
I don't know if that's gonna work. I sent the link, so.
Well, let's see if I can enter. Accept all cookies. Done.
Yeah, it should work.
Yeah, this is just really good programming, my friend. I apologize for this, everybody.
And there he goes.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, now there's an echo. If you mute me on the other computer.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn it off. Leave. All right. Is that better?
Perfect.
Hey, we make it work. I apologize.
Put you back up top where you belong.
No. I belong as far down as I can get. I cannot see comments or anything anymore, so we're just going to roll with this, and hopefully everything works well. If you don't mind, this will probably be the best feed I have probably ever, since I'm not on my not as good computer as my phone. So
certainly, yeah.
And you know what makes it even better, Ryan, is there's a segment that everybody loves on the show that people just come back for more and more. It is Chart Time with Dustin. Copyright. If we're gonna monetize anything, it's gonna be Chart Time with Dustin. The really great thing is, now that the phone is so small, there is no way in the world I'm going to be able to read anything on my chart. So I printed. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, let's throw that up there, shall we?
Yeah. They flipped the phone sideways. At least oh yeah, that's even worse. Good gracious. There we go. Oh, I can zoom in. Oh, and y'all get a horrible image of me.
There we go. Pinch and zoom.
There we go. My head gets even bigger. All right. So the amazing thing, and this is what I wanted to bring out to everyone that participated in this. I feel like I'm on the Blair Witch Project. I'm talking into a phone really closely. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this is average votes, depending on how many rounds you were in. And what it shows you that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the winner, averaging over 50 votes. Marvel 85th cover was just right under 50. But if Skottie can hang his hat on anything, it's that Something is Killing the Children was right there. The number of votes that he got versus Dre was close enough. Make a your favorite five. One day, Becker. One day. Hopefully, you're doing well, Becker. Glad to see you on here, bro. But Skottie, you were third in average voting. So I'm trying to make him feel better, the Skottie guy,
Yeah.
that you're not as familiar with. But he's a good dude. It sounds like with all these hits that he's got, he still needs a win. So we're giving him a win right here. He was third in average voting. But on the next slide. Oh, and can you go back one more, Ryan? I apologize. To make Megan feel good. It was Ray was number one. Skottie, John, Skottie, and Megan were 2, 3, and 4. So
Look at
Stupid
that.
Christmas represented quite well in this competition.
Sounds like a rigged game to me.
Not at all. Not at all. All right, next slide.
Some exchanging of money behind the scenes, I'm feeling.
No, that could be arranged if need be, but not this time. Maybe for the sixth one, if we do it again next year. But this is, my gosh, I got to remember to charge my computer next time. This is total number of votes, and as you can see, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was in the play-in round. It played 5 rounds, so obviously it got a ton of votes. But it was a huge total number of people voting for that one versus the other one. So congratulations to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Very well-deserved victory. That's all I got, Ryan.
Really, I think the person should have won a pizza party, it sounds like. So
yeah, when we get sponsored next year, we'll do pizza parties. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Domino's. All right. Any new items in your collection this week, Ryan?
I don't collect Skottie, so yeah, no, I don't have anything new in my collection. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Well, I've just got one thing. I don't know how in the world. This is Brett Bean. Are you familiar with Brett Bean?
I like beans. I don't know Brett specifically, but beans are good. So.
And Derek Hunter. I bet you like hunting too. So
oh yeah.
All right. So Derek Hunter. Speaking of Walking Dead, there you go, man. This is what you live for.
Look at that. Look at them eyeballs and the blood in the hand. And is that what is that? A toupee flying off at some point, or?
I think that's someone being scalped with.
Oh wow! Yeah,
bad butt axe right there. So very well done.
A bad butt axe. So
yeah. Okay. It's a family show, my friend. It's a family.
Oh, I never received that warning. Gotcha.
Yeah, thank goodness we caught on late. Unless your name's Marine or Scotty Young, it's a family show. So if you notice at my door over there, there's still a Christmas wreath hanging up. So I am from Kentucky, so it is acceptable.
Yeah, that looks amazing. That's a pretty incredible piece there. Collab by the a bean hunter collab. So
yeah, it's very well done. I almost looked down for a second and thought you had switched into a football jersey, and I thought, man, you are slowly morphing into a complete Ryan. You're like,
no, yeah, those are in my closet. Yeah.
Okay.
Only bring those out on Sundays, football day.
That's right. All right, let me try to get this. Okay, try and set it down. So that's okay. There we go. I can be farther back. All right, so nothing new this week in new releases. This will be easy for you, Ryan. You can kind of coast through this one.
No pre-orders. No Skottie shop.
Oh. But Skottie did do something called Dropbox digging, where he looks through his Dropbox and pulls out sketches that are a little bit, older and got.
Is that like his box of droppings? I'm confused. I don't know what that is. A Dropbox.
Yeah. A Dropbox is a digital storage file. I'm assuming. I wasn't expecting this question, Ryan. So this
not much of a digital guy myself. So
no, I'm using my laptop to prop up a phone to record a YouTube show. So what does that tell you about my knowledge of digital stuff? So
quite a bit.
All right, so we have a baby here, and we have a fish talking to a child.
That baby has seen some serious stuff in their life.
That's true. He's probably watching this show, I'm assuming. That's why his eyes are getting more bloodshot every time. So
stealing my soul as we speak.
Now my computer came back on for some reason. All right, so next slide. These are both cool. I love seeing these. Whenever I saw this image, every May there's something called Free Comic Book Day, where shops buy books to give to people, kids, whoever comes in. One of the Free Comic Book Day books this week is by Skottie himself, the I Hate Fairyland Once Upon a Time. And as I saw this Dropbox image of the child on the left, I couldn't help but think of the cover for the. Do you see the similarities in the two?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're both in a bed. And they're both kids. So yeah, super similar. Yeah.
Next slide. All right. Last but not least, these were the last two images that he had posted over the last week. Just really cool. You can kind of see some of the stuff that Skottie develops whenever it's not for a a product that he's working on. It's just something that he's kind of workshopping himself. So I'm afraid to ask anymore, Ryan. Any comments?
Lots of traumatized kids. I don't know what that says, but these kids have all been through some serious stuff. So
You know what's crazy is anybody watching the show halfway through is probably like, "What is going? What have I turned
they
into?"
probably their reaction is probably this kid on the left there. They're like,
That's exactly their reaction,
oh,
except
yeah.
worse, so much worse. Can you put up the AMA that showed why I had Ryan on the show tonight?
Yes, here we go. And that stands for, I think, Ask Me Anything, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, wow, good job, Ryan.
Yeah. I didn't know that one. Yeah, it's yes. I caught that on Jeopardy one day.
I
So
figured you had like a Nicolas Cage AMA that you joined in on at one point in time. So
yeah.
how are you so awesome? Okay, let's just look at all the questions while we're here, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. I was just gonna flip through,
So
what's one of your artistic pet peeves? Tangents. I see them in all art like Russell Crowe in Beautiful Mind. Great movie. Yeah. Guy goes insane.
Yeah. That's what I took from that
Gladiator.
movie.
Gladiator went insane. So
I figured you would take from A Beautiful Mind how Russell Crowe or the I forget the dude's name, but picked up women, like his plan, his scientific mathematical way of picking up women in a bar. So
yes, very smart guy, and
you
sounds
never
like
go
went
for the
crazy,
hottest
of
one.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So next, Gert statue. We're looking into it. Awesome. That's great news. Next
Very,
question.
very cool.
Favorite. Oh, here you go. Michael Soundwave.
Perfect.
That's a really cool transformer.
Cool transformer. Yeah, it's a good answer for that one.
All right. Next question. Oh, this is a long one. Jonathan Hickman is a writer and had asked if he would be collaborating with Skottie, and Skottie told this great story. So if you get a chance, read this.
Yeah.
Tyler actually taught me how to pronounce Mignola's name before the show started.
Yeah.
And before he had to run off and decide he couldn't hang it, but I always pronounce the G.
Yeah, Magnola. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mignola.
Mignola.
I don't know. I felt like Dora the Explorer then. Mignola.
Yeah.
I'm trying to roll my Y's. All right, next question. Here we go, Ryan. This is the one that brought you to life.
Yes.
Favorite YouTube show, and why is it Skottie Talk with Dustin and Ryan? It's a banger. All right. Any new questions been asked since we've been on?
We've got a few here. Rumor is that Skottie doesn't know. Does Skottie know?
Euro trip.
Yeah, Skottie's reaction was to leave, to exit the premises, the building.
Yeah. Have you seen Euro Trip?
I have. Yeah, it's a great joke. I like that. Whoever posted that, since it's not anonymous, they'll see who posted it. So props to them. So
and they'll be asked to leave apparently. So.
Yeah, they'll be asked to leave. I would invite them in. It's just the difference, I guess, between me and the Skottie guy. So, look like Corey asked them that. So,
well done, Corey. Well done.
Very, very good question.
Which character design is your favorite by Jack Kirby? Galactus. Eats planets. What's not to like?
That's cool. Galactus? Yeah. I mean, what's not to like about a guy who eats planets? So
he would fit in really well in a Michael Bay movie.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I would think that anybody else would probably make him a giant cloud or something, dumb, but not Michael Bay.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Next. Do you want to read some? I'm sorry. I'm not.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Any chance we will have a SkottieYoung.com exclusive statue? Yes, a very good chance.
I like that. Whoever asked that question is a really good question asker.
It is a very good question to ask.
Nice. All right.
Would you ever push for an animated series of I Hate Fairyland? For sure.
Would you watch that show?
I don't do cartoons, just live action. So if Michael Bay did I Hate Fairyland, then I'd line up. I'd be the first one there, midnight preview. So.
Oh gosh, you know Shia LaBeouf would be in it for some reason.
Oh yeah, the
Right.
Booth man for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
What size canvas should I do my digital pencils on? If you're inking digitally as well, then just comic book print size. I believe that's 11 by 17. Another Jeopardy trivia there. So.
Oh, nice. There you go. You watch a lot of Jeopardy for somebody of I wouldn't assume that. So
yeah, I know it helps you fall to sleep. Yeah, just listening to smart people, I guess. So hopefully I'll pick up some of that knowledge as I'm sleeping. So
okay, this is any YouTube stuff coming. Love your longer vids. Me and Megan Hodges were just talking about this today. I need to get this back in my regular schedule. Stay tuned. This sounds like a little bit of competition for Skottie Talk. This makes me start to perspire a little bit, and I almost stuttered a little bit there. I'm back big. We may have to have you and Tyler on to compete against the Skottie and Megan juggernaut that will be.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't know if I could work well with this Tyler person, but yeah, for sure.
He's a diva. He you should see what I have to send him before the show every week. He has waters imported from Brazil.
Wow.
Yeah, pre-chewed peanuts, all that good stuff. All right, so next slide. Oh, there was another picture. Yeah, this was the last two that Skottie had put on here. Brick City Bunch and the kids there. So with a little bit of color and looks like a Spider Man on the kid shirt. So very, very cool.
Yeah, I love that. It reminds me of one of the few cartoons that I've watched, Ed, Ed and Eddie. Yeah.
We have something in common, Ryan. I'm glad to finally reach a common ground with you before the end
those
of
shenanigans. He needs a big jawbreaker in his mouth. So
nice. All right. So what else we got? Oh, we're almost 47 minutes in. We're running about the same time that Tyler and I would run. Kate Croc, do you watch college basketball? You watch sports. Come on, tell me you watch.
I watch sports, yes, but not college. No. Only professionally. It's the only best place to make money. So
that's right. Kids are too unpredictable. You got to go for the where the paydays are.
Exactly.
Kate Crawford won the Skottie Young Appreciation Group tournament. He won a $25 gift card to the Skottie shop. I emailed it to him on Tuesday, so congratulations, Kate.
Very nice.
On a very well victory, and congratulations to Seth Taub for his Florida Gators winning. I was very glad for Seth. He deserved that.
Very nice.
You realize that Seth is probably never going to talk to Tyler and me ever again after this. So.
Well, that's not my problem. So
yeah, he can hang out with you for a little bit. All right, Ryan.
I'll make my own talk show then.
That's right. Not Skottie Talk with Ryan and Seth. All right. So this is a big deal. Ryan, you may have to set this one out for just a second because this is something that a lot of people from the group have been waiting for. In May of 2025, which is next month, we're going to have the You Complete Me Challenge, and this is going to be something really cool. I'm not going to spill the details until next week. And Ryan, if you want to stay on after the show, we can talk about it and I can tell you the details.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is going to be a challenge for everybody that thinks they're a completist of Skottie Young. This is a challenge. And granted, the person that wins this may not have every single book, but it is going to be a point-driven competition that is daily. And I will give more details next week. So hopefully everybody that's on this feed and everybody in our group will compete. Even if you don't have every single book, at least join in the challenge just for fun. It's going to be a daily thing.
So you're saying if I have 0 books and I can't compete?
You can just draw your own covers, and I'll allow you to have negative points for each cover submitted. So
That's good. I had an idea about looking at the Spider-Man of a cat, like, taking out the Spider-Man. So I think I'm gonna draw that.
That's stupid. Nobody would do that.
Oh, okay.
Only an insane person would think of something like that. So
That's good to know. Yeah.
oh man. So hopefully everybody will tune in next week so we can discuss the rules for this and discuss what the prizes are going to be. Tyler was kind enough to submit some stuff for prizes. I've got extra prizes. We're gonna make there be a good prize for the winner. So hopefully everybody will participate in this and have some fun with it. And I'm looking forward to this. Is the first year we've ever did this, and if it works out well, it'll be a continuous thing. And the best part about it, Ryan, I get to do another spreadsheet and I get to do some graphs. So
that sounds right up your alley. Yeah.
Yeah, winning, as Charlie Sheen would say. All right, next. Another, you're probably a big fan of Charlie Sheen as well, aren't you?
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, 2.5 Men. Great show.
Yeah.
So
Hot Shots Part 2. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting close to the end. This is going to be one of the shorter shows. I don't know that we'll make it an hour. Lord knows we've tried. This has been a struggle. But next, the weekend of Easter, I don't know if Mike Becker is still on the show in the chat, in the comments section or not, but he is a team with Ken Carson and Jeff over at 4C, and they will be doing something called SketchCon. This is their 4th edition of SketchCon. And for any of you out there who like art, it doesn't have to be Skottie art, any art, they will be having all the artists that are listed over there on the right of the screen on the show this week, on that weekend, live sketching. And it will be your opportunity to get some art from these artists, watch them draw it live, and then at the end of the show, Ken will invoice and ship to you. I believe they're going to be invoicing during the show, so Ken doesn't get stuck with any art. But at the end of the show, Ken will be shipping the art to you. But it's a fun show. You see the lineup over there is incredible. I won't read them all. Just spot Mike DiCarlo, Bill Morrison, Stan Sakai, Russ Braun, Agnes Garboska, Disney legend Ed Wexler. There's all. And speaking of Transformers, Livio is going to be on the show, and he is kind of known for his Transformers sketches. So Ryan, you may want to tune in, and
I will be there. Yeah, for sure.
So, and he even takes characters that may not be in the Transformers universe and will draw them in the Transformers universe. So, like a SpongeBob Transformer or a Gert Transformer. Whatever.
Shredder Prime.
I don't think he'll do Shredder Prime, but you can ask him. No,
okay.
Sure, he'll do a Shredder Prime.
There's limits. Got it.
Yeah. There's a he has taste. He's gonna be tasteful about it. So, but anybody that can, please follow 4C Comics on their Facebook group and watch for the announcements for the show. This is a list that's been announced so far. They're still working on more artists possibly coming on. It's an all-day event. I can't remember how many days it's going to be that weekend, but try to follow their group and see the announcements before and support them. Great company, great people. And Mike Becker was on our show 2 weeks ago. We appreciate him coming on, and he'll be on live during that broadcast. So please tune in. And at least if you don't know the rest of them, y'all know Mike, y'all know Becker. So join the show and watch that and watch the fun. There's a lot of good stories will be told on that show as well.
Very cool.
That's all I got for that one. I got no more. All right, Ryan, if you have to be in North Carolina the 3rd week of June, stay as far away from Heroes as you can. But if you have a change of heart, become a Skottie fan, become a more art-driven comic, it's not going to happen.
No.
For anybody else that's out there that's going to be in Heroes during that time, please message either Tyler or myself. Not Ryan. Please don't message.
I'll be in Cancun,
Ryan.
so nobody bother me.
Yeah, you don't want to see the images that get sent back to you if you accidentally message Ryan. So please message Tyler or myself. We'll try to meet at a restaurant, have some dinner the Thursday night before, get to know everybody a little bit better from a Skottie perspective, especially for the fans. So it's getting closer. We're about 2.5 months away. Getting really excited about that. So hopefully everybody can come out and join us for that. And last but not least, or least but not last, if you want to be on the show, Ryan has proven that absolutely anybody can come on the show and be a success. He did an amazing job. Thank you so much, Ryan, for coming on.
No, thank you. Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for blessing yourself with my presence. So,
all right. I fret to even ask. If anybody else wants to come on, please message Tyler. I almost said Ryan. Please message Tyler or myself. Ryan, Tyler usually closes out the show. Would you like to close it out tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Never say no, bet on it all, and yeah, go big or go home.
I can't close the show.